Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and this is going to be a contest entry for my good buddy Hughtube Reviews. Now, he has hit 150, and that's really cool. That's an awesome milestone. He's above that by now, I'm sure. Now, he asked two questions, and the first question is, what are your top three Australian films? And it could be anything. I'm going to stick with horror because the horror films have really I like a lot of them, and I think they're really good. The first one I wanted to talk about, of course, is The Loved Ones. I love this movie. I think it's awesome. The second one I wanted to talk about was Wolf Creek, which is, I don't really talk about it a whole lot, but I love the film. I love the first one, the second one. I've seen the first series, the first season of the series. I still haven't seen the second one yet. I know I keep saying that, but just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. And the third one I wanted to talk about is actually why I hope I win this contest. And that's The Hounds of Love. Now, I know I gave Andrew a hard time for this movie because it has a brutal killing of a dog, which you actually don't see, but it's actually worse than if you did, I think. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But I actually don't have The Hounds of Love, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a top notch film, made incredibly well. Um, he suggested that to me along with uh, probably 50 or 60 other movies down the line. And to be honest with you, I think I probably like just about all of them, but maybe one or two. Andrew and I kind of have the same taste. Now, as far as movies that I've suggested to him, he's like some of them, not like some of them, and that's okay. But the movies that he has suggested to me, he's been pretty spot on with his opinions. So, and it's good to have Andrew back too. Now, question number two, I think, is really interesting because I'm a little bit older than most of the um, YouTube people that in the horror community. Thanks, Brad, for constantly mentioning that. And he wanted to know what the first movie we saw out of the big five. Now, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy. I saw the first one first. I was going to go see it in the theaters, but I didn't. I actually didn't see the second one in the theaters as well. The first one I saw of that series was the third one in the theaters. But the first movie I actually saw was A Nightmare on Elm Street because I rented it when it first came out on video. Let's see. Let's go with Leatherface. I saw Terror in the Isles when I was younger. Terror in the Isles is a compilation that actually Scream Factory is releasing now, which I can't believe that they're actually releasing it. It must have been a rights nightmare. But anyway, I saw that a couple scenes from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I was hooked. So, of course, I went. I don't know why I did this, but I watched the documentary Family Portrait before I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Don't know why I did it, but I did. And, of course, I loved it. Uh, Child's Play, Chucky. Because I'm kind of going out of order here, and there's a reason for that. Chucky, I saw the first one in theaters the night it opened, Friday night, with my one of my best friends. Loved it. It's been a favorite of mine ever since. I like the remake, even though a few of my friends hate it, but I do like the remake. I thought it was fun. Michael Myers. This one's interesting. I had always wanted to see Halloween. Um, when I was in a video store, for some reason, it was either rented or I just picked something else instead. I don't know why. But we used to have a CED video disc machine, which is ancient. It was made by RCA, and it actually was a plastic sheath with a record inside, and you had to kind of turn it over in order to watch the whole movie. The first one I rented was Halloween 2. So that's the first Halloween movie I saw. I have a weird thing with number twos for some reason. And the reason why I rented it is because of Siskel and Ebert completely trashing the film. They played a snippet when Laurie falls out of the car and she's going to the door of the hospital, and that whole chase scene with Michael Myers, kind of reenacting what they did in the first Halloween. But that just like got me so tense and the suspense and everything was there, and I just had to see it, so I rented it. Neat thing about Halloween 2, most of the CED video discs had a white sheath for the outside of the record. Halloween 2 had a blue one. It had a blue one, and Creepshow also had a blue one. So, yeah. And finally, Jason, I know I'm rambling here. Jason, Friday the 13th, I saw the second one first. That was the second legit horror movie I've ever seen. And it just, to see Happy Birthday to Me and then Friday the 13th Part 2 as your first two films, it was just, for me, it was perfect because it got me into it and it just solidified the fact that I loved horror movies. So, but yeah, those are my answers, and I'm sticking to them. I'm gonna put Hugh's reviews underneath, and definitely subscribe to him if you haven't. Criminally underrated channel. He's an awesome dude, and until next time, guys. Peace.